Hello and welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to learn how we can reverse a string in a Java program. So we will reverse the string into three ways, but there are so many options by which we can reverse our string into the Java. Now we will jump into our IntelliJ IDE and we will create one new package in our Java program folder. So let's continue. We will write com.string.program. In this package we are going to create one new Java class. We will write it name string reverse. After that we will write our main method. Like you can see, we got one main method. So the first step, that is the first way of writing our string reverse, is very simple, which we will do with the help of ready-made method. Now let's take the example. Now we will initialize our string like string str is equal to, suppose this is the string that we have initialized, text factory. Now what we have to do, we have to reverse in such a way so that we can find the input like this. So we will reverse like y r o t c a f hyphen h c e t. Now this will be our output, right? So now let's get started with the program. So let me remove some space here, and so that we can see the output is proper or not. Now we got one method, a ready-made method, into a string builder. So what we can do, we don't have any reverse method that is ready-made in string builder, but we don't have any in string of the class. So we will take string builder, object string builder is equal to new string builder, like this, and then we will pass our string something like this. Let's see what will be the output. Now we will call our method called reverse, and it will reverse the entire string. Now let's see how we will see how it is reversing. We will print it out to see the outcome like this, and we will pass it out here. Now we will clean this code and we will write like this. Now let's see and run the program here. So see, we have got the output something like this only. And also what we can do, we can create one more object same like this. It will also return into the text factory. This is nothing but the name of channel. Now we will go into the next way of reversing string, that we will do writing another code. Also I will help you out in the debugging of the code. Let's go. Now we have one string called text factory. Now this is the second way. I am going to reverse it into the order. Let's see. Now what we will do, we will create one more string to store a new string that is reverse, and that will be fully empty string. Now let's get here. So what we can do, first we will find the length of this string, right? So what we will do, we will create one variable called int. Now we will give the name called length. Now we will check what is the length of string. So we have got one method to check the length of string. Okay, so suppose this is having 10 characters. So it will give the count of these characters and assign it into the length variable. Now what we can do, to reverse the string, we will start counting from this index. Okay, so how you already know that how the string are kept into the indexes. So index will start from 0, here it will be 0, here it will be 1, 2 and so on it will go. So let's put one loop. We are going to put one loop here which will start with int I. And what will be the I? How we will initialize? We will initialize with the help of length. So suppose length is 10, then we have to reduce it by 1. Why? Because index always start with 0. In case we will not put the -1, it will give error. That too I will show you in the program. Now let's get started. After this we will put the one more value. I should be greater than or equal to 0. Why 0? Because string will start its indexing from 0. So from 10 to 0 we have to rotate it one by one using loop. Now what we will do? I minus minus. Now going to the next, we will put our curly braces and program will start from here. So suppose we are having reverse string, so here we will do like reverse, and then what we will do? Again we will reverse the string, and what we will do? We will keep adding the value of I into this. So how we can do that? We will do with the help of this variable, right? So there is a method called caret I. So here we will pass the value of I, and now you see it will reverse, and that too I will explain you with the help of debugging, right? Now let's move into, put here one semicolon, and now we will try to run it, but running will not work. Let's see why it will not work. So program gets successfully compiled, but we cannot see whether the string is reversed or not. Now let's put one system.out.println. What this will do? This will put the value of reversed string as a output. Now let's see. So we will give here something like our customized method, customized message, that is the reverse string is this, right? So let's run this program and see whether the string is reversed or not. See, you can see the output that the string has been reversed properly. There is no problem in that. Now I will tell you how we can see it by debugging. So I will show you, and I will start this method debug string reverse as main method. Now let's jump into the debugging, and our debugging will start. See, now you can see what is the string that we have declared. The value of str here clearly shows that it is a tech factory. Now see, now we have one empty string where we will put our reverse string here in the empty string. So here till now it is empty. As soon as we are going to reverse it, it will change the value here. So now let's get started. Now we will jump here. You can see this step over. See, that length is 12 and value of I is 11. Like you can see, length was 12 here and value is 11. So now the value of I is length minus 1, that is 11. It will start with 11. So how it will start? And it should always be less than 0. If it will not be, it should also be greater than or equal to 0. In case this condition fails, loop will stop iterating. So and next condition is that we have to reduce value of I one by one every time we iterate it. Now let's see what is the value of I here. So you can see the value of I is 11 right now. Okay, so we will step over one more time and we'll see. Now what is the value? The value is 12. Again we iterated, value came into the I like you can see. So reverse what came? Reverse it came like Y. Now we will move further. Now in case of Y, value came like YR. Now again we will jump into this and the value came YRO. Like this we will see. Now the value has come on YR02 and index at I is 7. Now keep reversing, the value will change and final output will be like this. So reverse value is YROTCAF-HCET. I hope guys you have understood this, and now further we are going to move into our next way of reversing our string. So let's get started. We are having one more thing to reverse it into other way. So now this is the third way of iterating our string into the reverse format. Now what we can do? Can we change it into the character array? Of course, we will change it into the character array so that we can get it into now we will change it into the char ch, and what we will do? We will make it as a array. Why? Because this string we will make into the character array with the help of there is one method called toChar array. This will change entire data into the alphabets. One by one I will show you how it will change. Now again we have to keep one empty string where we can put our data once we iterate it with the help of loop. Now let's get started. So string reverse is equal to empty string, right guys? Now what we can do? We will do same like we have done into our last program, but this is nothing but we are changing our value into the character. Okay, so what is the next step? Next step will be creating one for loop. In this for loop we will again declare our variable which will start with the help of int I, and here we will see the length of our array. So we are using this time length keyword without any curly braces. If you remember, last time we made it with the help of curly braces to check the length of our string. Also now we will put the second condition. What is the second condition? I should be greater than equals to 0, right? And I, and we will keep I minus minus to reduce its count. Now what we can do, as you already know, it is a it is a character array. So how we can do it? We will put by increasing by number. So here in the value, what we will do? Simple, we will put our I. Now it will count everything. Shall we start this program? Now let's get started whether it is working or not. So see what is said, index array out of bound exception. Now remember, in the last program where I was iterating loop, I said it should start with the -1. I hope you forget. So where do we keep our index as -1? Why? Because index will always start from 0. So this is 0, this is 1, like that. So here it was more than the length of 12. Now let's see, we will get our output properly. Okay, so in this time we haven't get our input. Why? program is running properly, it got compiled successfully, but we have not kept anything to print it out. Now we will see whether the string is reversed or not. Let's start. So here we will print this and run our program successfully. So we can see whether this is reversed or not. Now in this same scenario, what we can do, we are having something called reverse string and also check whether it is palindrome or not. So what is the palindrome? Palindrome means nothing but it is like A, E, A. Should be like if we count it with the help of, if we will check it from the back side, then also it will be E, A, E. Sorry, it will be like A, E, A. So even if we will check it from the backward direction or forward direction, the output will be same and it looks same. So can we check it out in this same program also? Of course we can check it out. So let's change the name and we will make it A, E, E, A. Now let's reverse the string. So if you can see while running the program, here as a output we can see same as A, double E, A. Even if we will read it from the forward or backward, both are the same. So now the question arises, how we can compare it? So simply we have got one method called string, so we have got something like reverse. So here we will put like reverse dot equals, that we will write inside our this method, inside our this body. Now we will check equals method. How we can check? We will pass the value of this. In case the value of this is matching, then we will put one if condition, then we will put one block saying system.out.println. It will say this is a palindrome string, right guys? Now let's see, else we will also put one block, else it is simple, we will copy from here and paste it, right? Yes. So this is not a palindrome string. Now run this program, we will run it and check. See, so here output is coming properly. This is palindrome string. In the same program we have covered two things. Now let's see whether the program is working fine or not. We will pass like array, or we will check first array whether it is working or not. So it is properly saying this is not a palindrome string. Again we will check for the text factory. Let's run it out program and check. So it will say it is not a palindrome string, and here it is our expected output. So that's it for the today guys. Remaining time we will see you after some time. Bye.